10 minutes.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Yes.
My name is Effie.
Oh.
I'm a student of Tsinghua University.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Nice to
actually,
meet you.
yeah, nice to meet you too. We are doing some research on Sino-US relations as well as like the One Belt One Road policy. Can I ask you some questions?
Please let them take
Yeah,
tea break
yeah.
first.
Oh, sorry.
No tea break.
No, tea break.
Yes, of course.
待会儿来问，待会儿来问，
Okay, okay.
待会儿来问。现在休息完，太累了。
好。
No, this is the tea break. This is not lunch.
Yes, we've got many different kinds of bread and sandwich and something like that. And also the coffee is very good.
I don't drink coffee, but I will have some.
Okay. Maybe let her to help you.
要茶吗？
Yeah, 咖啡。
茶。哎呀
tea.
我不喝
Black
咖
tea.
啡啊。
Okay.
Yeah, just tea, please.
Do you want some milk or sugar, something like that?
你先服务一下，然后再
Okay.
再问问题。对，我觉得这个看的
Yeah, she spent more attention to me than to you. Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, because I want to practice my English,
Oh,
you know.
yeah. You can do that with him too, you know.
Yes, of course.
Please, I'm sorry, I did push you over humanity time, so you have a conference.
Yeah. We can ask a question here. So
Yes,
how long?
We are already like 30 minutes behind schedule, but it's probably okay if
Take
we
an
just
extra 5 minutes, maybe.
yeah, so we
Okay.
just do the lunch here in the room. So
Okay, so
don't worry about it. Just regulate anyway. So.
okay, but we should just. You should move people in though. Don't let them stay longer than 10 minutes. Okay.
Do you want some bread as well?
No, I'm good because we're gonna have lunch very soon.
Yeah, and I know. Can I ask you some questions now? Well, because it is said that Korean peninsula. Yeah, sorry. Yes, maybe we can sit there. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Oh yeah. No problem. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, you like tea more than coffee?
I don't drink coffee yet.
Oh, really?
Never even had one cup of coffee in my life.
Okay. Well, actually, tea is more healthy than the coffee, of course. Well, it is said that the Korean peninsula will be in war soon. Will America participate in the military sanctions against North Korea? And do you agree that the military sanction will be the best way to solve the North Korean nuclear issue, as well as engage America with Asia?
So I'm not sure that I believe that we're going to have war in the Korean Peninsula soon. So let me start with that. I think what President Trump is saying, and frankly what President Obama said as well, is that we tried to have negotiations with North Korea. We tried the six-party talks. North Korea proved to be a not reliable partner in those talks. And so at this point, we believe that using economic leverage to pressure North Korea to rethink its nuclear strategy is the best way to go. And I think the message that was delivered at the summit between President Trump and President Xi was really, you China have the most economic leverage over North Korea, recognizing that the political relationship at this point is not strong between the two countries, but economically the relationship is the best that North Korea has.
Definitely.
That you exert the most leverage, and we would like to see you do more. Many of your companies are not abiding by the sanctions. You know it, we know it. And so here is a list of companies that are not abiding by the sanctions.
Okay.
Please take action. And if China doesn't take action, the United States has said that it will enforce secondary sanctions. Right? So the
Okay.
United States will actually sanction the Chinese companies that are not enforcing the UN sanctions.
Okay. I
So I think this is stage one, right? This is our what we consider to be the best hope at this point in time for getting North Korea to change its policy.
see. Okay.
After that, we will have to see. But for now, I think that is the best policy.
So what do you think the next step? Will it
Well-
be military sanction? Not really.
Military sanctions
Yeah.
against whom?
Against North Korea. I know because there's some public opinion, maybe from the media.
You mean military action, not sanctions?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, military action. I think we're very reluctant to take military action because South Korea is our ally,
Okay,
and they will
yes.
be on the first front of any kind of response from North Korea. I think what we would hope is that we could work with China and South Korea, and to some extent Japan and Russia, to think about how we might effect a grand strategic deal to bring about change in North Korea,
Okay.
political change in North Korea.
So we still want to be peaceful. Right.
Oh, absolutely. I think the military action is very much a last resort.
Yes, I know. But as some researchers said, an unpredictable and pro-war leader of North Korea could bring largely harm Beijing's interest. So taking refugees' votes and loose nerves as example. So in your opinion, what strategy will be needed for China to face the worst situation?
Well, again, I think that there's the potential to work not only, with the United States, but certainly with South Korea, because yes, China could be adversely affected from refugee flows, but South Korea certainly would be adversely affected if there were instability within North Korea as well. And so I think the idea, and something that the U.S. has proposed with China, is to think about what we call contingency planning, right? To think about if there is instability in North Korea, what are the steps that we should take together to respond to the challenge? How might we think about working at the borders? What role should China play? What role should the United States play? What role should South Korea play? One thing we don't want to do is for each country to start taking its own actions and to be misunderstood by the other actors, right? So we don't want Chinese military to march in, or the United States and South Korea to march in to North Korea, and they look at each other and say, "What are you doing? Are you trying to take over North Korea?" So I think this is this idea of contingency planning is a very important thing, and it's not something that our countries have done yet. So I think that's a really important step for China, the United States, South Korea to take.
So we need to work together.
Right, to plan in advance for how we would work together. But I have to say that really the person you should be talking to about this is my colleague Scott Snyder, because he is our North Korea expert.
Really?
Yes, this is all he works on.
Okay.
North Korea, China, North Korea, U.S. So I don't mind answering some questions, but,
Thank you
but
very
he is
much.
really the person to talk
Thank
to.
you.
Okay?
So I know there's some differences between U.S. and China about this North Korean issue. So how does America deal with these differences, and what influence will this bring about China-U.S. relations?
Well, I think the differences have been long-standing, and primarily I think it relates to the fact that China's first priority, perhaps, is maintenance of stability in North Korea, whereas the U.S. first priority is the denuclearization of North Korea. I think that's China's second priority, and stability is probably our second priority. So I think our two priorities, the top priorities, are reversed. And I think from the perspective of the U.S., what that means is that China sometimes does not work as aggressively as we would like it to, because China has in its mind this fear of instability and, as you suggested, this fear of refugee flows and other problems that will occur. The United States does not have that particular concern. So it would like China to push North Korea much harder and use its economic leverage and risk potentially even a little instability, because in the end it believes that the denuclearization is the ultimate objective.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But really, you should talk to Scott.
Sorry for interrupt your
No,
tea
no
break.
problem. It's my pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you.
What year are you?